Thomas Markle texted his daughter to say how excited he was to walk her down the aisle, the court heard, yet her friends told People magazine he had given her the cold shoulder before the royal wedding. Mr. Markle had in fact apologized to Meghan and Harry when his heart problems meant he couldn't come to Windsor on doctor's orders. Peppering his affectionate messages with "love you," he later pledged that even though he had suffered a heart attack, "If you really need me I will come." The text messages were read out yesterday as the Mail on Sunday argued Mr. Markle had been entitled to correct a People magazine article which gave the impression he had heartlessly ignored his daughter in the days leading up to her wedding in 2018. Andrew Caldecott, for Associated Newspapers, said the text messages gave a completely different picture to the never called, never texted, just ignored her narrative that Meghan's friends provided to People. He said the Duchess, in her handwritten letter, and People magazine had made allegations of Mr. Markle cruelly cold-shouldering her in the pre-wedding period, which were demonstrably false or misleading in the light of the text messages. Meghan's friends had claimed she had been calling and texting her father without response. "The truth," said Mr. Caldecott, "was that there are many texts from Mr. Markle. They are all affectionate and were abundant in the run-up to the wedding." In one from May 11, 8 days before the wedding, Mr. Markle told his daughter, "I'm getting excited, it's all so close now, I can't wait to walk you down the aisle." When he was hospitalized in the week before the wedding, he wrote, "Sorry about this. Love you guys." On May 16, he wrote to his daughter, "Surgery went okay. Heart attack did some damage. But the doctor won't allow me to fly, so of course I'm sorry I can't come. Love you and wish you the best of everything." The next day he sent a message asking, "Who will give you away? I will come if you really need me. I'm sorry about this." Prince Harry then sent a very strong text, not read out in court, that upset Mr. Markle, who was alone in hospital having just had a heart procedure, Mr. Caldecott said. The texts in which he tells his daughter he's unwell, and all the affectionate texts from him up to the wedding, are all ignored in the judge's summary, which handed victory to Meghan in the privacy case in February. They are critical to understanding why Mr. Markle felt the suggestion he had been ignoring his daughter and not told her why he couldn't come to the wedding is central to the story. The QC said February's ruling had been one-sided as a result, adding, "What the judge does not deal with is the very hurtful allegation that on the eve of his daughter's wedding, he is simply ignoring her, and it doesn't look as though he's even told her himself he is unwell. And this is why the texts do matter." The portrayal of the pre-wedding contact between father and daughter was, to Mr. Markle's discredit, because to cold shoulder your own daughter in the run-up to her wedding is a pretty extreme thing to be accused of. Another news, Harry and Meghan's close interactions during the tour were typical of their genuine relationship, according to US-based body language expert Blanca Cobb. She told that Harry's tactile interactions with Meghan don't adhere to the royal family's rules for showing affection in public. She said, "Even though he's royalty, as we know, he bends those rules when it comes to PDA, public displays of affection. While there is not an official code of conduct for PDA between royals, etiquette dictates that couples adapt their behavior to the formality of the occasion." Ms. Cobb said, "Sometimes with the royal family, it's more appropriate not to show so much public affection. But Harry bends the rules a little bit, where he's going to hold hands and he's going to get physically closer and stand closer to Meghan. They'll touch each other's backs in support. They touch each other's hands. It's very nice to see. So, I just think his love triumphs over all." Harry and Meghan opened up about their departure from the royal family earlier this year in their bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey. Ms. Cobb claimed that the couple's body language has consistently shown they are supportive of one another from the time of their engagement all the way through to the Oprah interview. She said, "From their engagement to the Oprah interview, what has been consistent is how much they support each other and how affectionate they are with each other. And we see this in their body language, how they're holding hands, how they continually look at each other when the other is talking." She added, "It's a genuine, beautiful love that they share. And it truly is them against the world. That comes across in their body language. I believe that they're vulnerable with each other, which is fabulous. I think they have a really strong, healthy relationship. That's my opinion. Even from their Christmas cards to everything that I've analyzed with them, they're really a solid couple and they just have a genuine loving relationship, and it is really nice to see."